Here we are with the July thought of the month, 2012. Hope everybody's doing well and having a great season. We finally cooled off a little bit this week, which is the middle of July. The first 2 weeks of July have been pretty tight though. So hopefully you're able to get out a little bit more. Make sure if you do go out and play and it is extremely hot, let's make sure we hydrate and drink plenty of fluids. Not sugary stuff, but good water. We're going to look at a slope here. Typically when we get up around the green, sometimes you don't have quite this severe slope, but just in case we do, it's a pretty steep incline where I'm going uphill, and I've got the luxury of having a lot of green in between me and this flag back here. If the flag was up close, you might want to use a little bit more loft to hit this shot so it would land softer. But if we've got the luxury of having that green, the last thing we want to do is choose your most lofted club. This is a 60-degree wedge, and if I'm on this slope going uphill, that literally is going straight up into the air now. So the ball is going to go extremely high and come down very steeply. So it certainly won't have any forward momentum, because I took what was a 60-degree wedge, and now when I'm tilting back here, it's actually going to be way on up into more like probably an 80-degree wedge plus. So if we hit that shot, it's going to go very high up in the air and come down very steeply. So it's going to take a tremendous amount of swing to cover all that distance. If I try to put into it and hit into the heel, it's going to be very difficult to control the distance that the golf ball goes. So you don't want to swing against the ground, but along with the ground. So I'm going to take another club. Let's look at a pitching wedge, which is a little bit less loft. And so now when I get into here, I'm going to have a little bit closer to what it would be, maybe like a 60-degree wedge. So my 48-degree wedge might turn into a 70, but it's still going to hit the ball quite a bit up into the air and going to require quite a bit of swing. Even less than that is going to be an 8-iron. So it's going to have less loft, and I won't need near as much swing, and it's actually going to produce enough height for the ball to have some control when it gets on the green, because the slope is going to help us here. So we want to use as little loft as we can to help the golf shot actually get to the hole. So we're going to carry it up to the green and let it roll without taking so much of a swing with that big lofted club. So I'm going to hit a couple shots here, something I don't normally do, but this is the 60-degree wedge. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but we'll try. For me to get this golf ball to get all the way back to the hole, it's going to take a really big swing. I hung back and pulled that, and it came down very steep. It's about in the middle of the green. So not a great result. I'm going to go back and take this pitching wedge. This will work a little bit better. Take a little bit of that loft off. Much less golf swing. That hit up in the middle and it's rolling out, I don't know, 15 or 20 feet. Actually got up there about 10 feet from the hole maybe. But I'm going to take the 8-iron now. I don't want to have it too deep in there. And it's going to take even less swing, and we'll have a much better chance. It's a pretty steep hill. We'll have a much better chance of actually rolling out to the hole. That ball went a lot lower and rolled quite a bit more back to the back of the green with a whole lot less golf swing. So instead of having that 60-degree wedge that's going straight up in the air, I just took an 8-iron, which gave me less loft, and used the loft of the slope here to actually create the softness of the shot that we would need and to let the ball roll back to the hole. So I hope this gives you an idea of using some lofts. If you're going uphill, take less loft so you can get the ball going more forward and rolling out to the hole. If you have any questions, please give me a shout at PuzzleDuckGolf@gmail.com. Always look forward to the feedback. Always look forward to new questions and shots that you encounter around the golf course that you have questions about. I'll be more than happy to address those and try to get you some answers and cut off some strokes from your game. Thanks for looking, and we'll look forward to seeing you next month.